Hello and welcome to this Warcraft replay. Oh, lots of screen tearing. Hopefully that's not due to lack of VSync on this game, but never the matter. This is going to be the first of a best 3 series. This is going to be take 3 on this particular game. I've already casted the series, but the first game did. I guess the part of the files were corrupted, so it actually couldn't render. Not only that, I honestly thought the fact that it would not be able to render was due to like maybe my program for rendering is no longer working and I should get a new one. So I tried Adobe Premiere and then that didn't work. Then I got PowerDirector 12, which I use PowerDirector 9 usually. I just can't be lazy like getting the new one. So yeah, this error I guess kind of motivated me to get a newer rendering program, so I did get PowerDirector 12, but then I found out that the problem was the actual recorded files instead of the actual program, so meh. It's kind of a win-win, I guess. I mean, the problem has been fixed and I've got myself a new rendering program. So anyway, first game of this human mirror. This is going to be between Infi, the red human player on the bottom left, and he will be facing against Yumiko, the blue human player on the top right. Before I get into this, I would like to say that I am going to try and marathon the remainder series of the YSL. The only thing that stopped me was generally this problem that I've had for 2 days. So yeah, even though I'm like a week and a half late, you know, I was trying to do something. So anyway, Archmage first for Yumiko. We do have Mountain King first for Infi. And even though this is take 3, I have yet to, I guess, understand the reasoning behind the Mountain King first. I think like if it's determined by the matchup, or maybe it's determined by this particular map. It's probably got to do something with the matchup, since Yumiko went Archmage first anyway. Mountain King first generally means that there could be potential picks right on cue, like over here we did see, or we didn't see, but Stormbolt was able to provide that opportunity for the Mountain King, giving him level 2. That's generally, I guess, why the Mountain King is picked first, just to provide like make opportunities, make players, and I guess hopefully just win this game, because you know it would be pretty bad if you lost this game when you're looking to, I guess, force things. But anyway, Archmage first is still just pretty standard. Yumiko going for an early keep tick, no expansions whatsoever, and that's generally because the nearest gold mine is pretty hard to defend. I mean, to be honest, like your opponent can hide enemies in the second ground level, and of course there's 2 entrances, as well as the gold mine being in a not so friendly position. Very good surround over here, once again made possible by the Stormbolt, forcing the Archmage of Yumiko's to TP out as early as can be. Well, probably not early, just wasting a little bit of time. Yumiko didn't actually have his Arcane Vault ready, so he is going to speed build that. Yeah, because he really needs that healing scroll, because Infi could just choose to come back and attack the main, and the Archmage will be pretty low, no TP scroll whatsoever, and yeah. It's kind of a missed opportunity here, especially with the tower not actually being upgraded for Yumiko, but I guess that's just because of the lack of scouting for Infi. Meanwhile, back at Infi's base, he did go for a little bit of a later tier 2. I guess that's just cause he's gone for the lumber mill as well. Yumiko, as you can see, has neglected for the lumber mill, so that's why he got the early tier 2. But anyway, Arcane Vault has been finished, and this scroll of regeneration has been used. No TP scroll though, and that's not going to be a good sign for Yumiko, especially since Infi is going to be knocking on his doorstep, especially the tower not even being ready either. We are gonna have to rely on the militia right here, because it doesn't look like Yumiko... Oh, Yumiko is running back, but it doesn't look like he's gonna be there before, you know, countless militia will most likely fall. Level 2 storm bolts are being used to pick off and one-shotting these militia, but I mean, Infi still maybe needs to like hold off on some mana to at least try and fight back against Yumiko's main army instead of like wasting it on militia. But right now the main army of Infi is being split off with the Mountain King. Pretty low hit point footman, mainly due to those peasants right there, but we do have 3 that are readily available. Mountain King is running back and forth. I mean, he does have the mana to turn around, but it is going to be rather risky. He does have DB scroll though, and the Archmage is not exactly doing anything. Okay, we finally have backup for the Mountain King. Will we see the turnaround on the Archmage? A lot of damage you can see, but Mountain King's dropping dangerously low, and he is going to be taken down at level 3. Now, since this is like attempt number 3, it's not that surprising to me anymore, since I pretty much expect that's like to happen 100%. And as I stated in the previous 2 attempts, I have no idea what happened there. I think it was just a misplay. Infi, I can't imagine it being a latency issue, because the YSL is held locally, I'm pretty sure, or at least in China, within China, and internet is pretty stable within those parts. Mountain King second for Yumiko. Another advantage of going tier 2 very quickly is to be able to get that second hero out. And yeah, I mean, going back to Infi's base, he is going rather risky here. He's going Castle Tech. He does have double Griffin Aviaries out. I don't think he goes for an additional hero. He's just concentrating on that Mountain King, and yeah, you can see that loss of the Mountain King is going to put some strain on Infi's ability to make plays. We are going to see a blacksmith out, so maybe potentially we will have upgrades for those Dragonhawk riders, or maybe even Griffins coming out. Griffins of course can't actually be trained without the Castle Tech, so yeah. And of course these low hit point footmen aren't able to heal up, as well there's no hero. So all they can do is just watch the Arcane Vault. Meanwhile, Yumiko is clearing out creep camps. And yeah, he's taking advantage. He's also got himself the double Arcane Sanctums, pretty standard build, especially for a human mirror. What's also interesting is that he's going for rather quick Spellbreakers. Actually, I'm not sure if it's quick Spellbreakers. I mean, like a couple of priests and then going to Spellbreakers is pretty common for a matchup against humans, since, well, sorceresses don't necessarily is like mandatory, since there's so many human units anyway. I mean, slow is going to kind of take a while to actually kick in. So anyway, we do have the double Dragonhawks out in the air, but Infi is going to be forced to TP out, since the Mountain King of Yumiko is actually focusing down and surrounding the Mountain King of Infi. We also saw the Thunderclap coming in from Yumiko's Mountain King, so he does have a extra bit of AoE damage right there. Pretty greedy, I think, from Yumiko, since, I mean, he's got both spells and no bash proc. So, I mean, he's going to have to rely heavily on Mana Pot, maybe Sobi Masks, if any drop in this map. But anyway, we do have the Spellbreakers out. We also have these Dragonhawks still not doing much. I put an analogy like this: the Dragonhawks are literally just picking away at the units of Yumiko, while Yumiko is in the process of destroying and demolishing Infi's base. We do have a surround on the Mountain King of Yumiko. Maybe you might burst them down, but the militia are falling very quickly. Invulnerability potion as well, that is really disheartening. GG from Infi, and that is going to be game. And that is going to be the first of a best of 3. So yeah, hopefully no corruption, renderer will be perfect, and I will get to cast the remainder of the replays. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.